News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. We're having ourselves a pretty good day out there. Right now, we are looking at temperatures trying to warm up. We're currently at 54 degrees at the airport, 56 here at Radio Center. Downtown Midland, a little bit warmer, 56 degrees. Even downtown Bay City is at 56, probably because the clouds are just a tad thinner in the Midland area as well as Bay City, thickening up just a little bit more here at Saginaw and out at the airport. As we go through the remainder of the day, we're going to continue to see plenty of clouds. Fortunately for us, very little of any precipitation. If you take a look at the radar, it's very interesting. For the first time in quite some time, we're looking at not a real heavy band of precipitation, but precipitation that is practically running right along the 96-69 corridor. That dividing line of rain versus clouds pretty much follows that highway all the way from the west side of the state down through Flint and over into Michigan's Thumb, just north of the Detroit area. To be specific, Detroit is looking at light rain. We're looking at Jackson, Lansing, Battle Creek, Benton Harbor, Coldwater, Holland, Grand Rapids, Ionia, Kalamazoo, Marshall, and South Haven, all reporting rain. You move a little bit further north, plenty of clouds. You get up into the northern third of the lower peninsula, we're looking at mostly sunny skies. And the hot spot in the state right now is Bel Air. It's currently 62. Not to be outdone by much, Ironwood, and last time I took a look, I think it was Iron Mountain. They're looking at 60 degrees. Grayling currently has 61. So you can tell where the sun is, and weather conditions are pretty nice. We do have a northeast breeze that has been gusting to 23 miles per hour. So even though it's not raining, it's kind of chilly out there. 29.90 and falling off is the barometric pressure. Low pressure system over Indianapolis. It's going to be moving right straight east and actually a little bit to the southeast over the next 12 hours. It's going to move through Cincinnati and then move into West Virginia and eventually out into Virginia and Delaware over the next 24 hours. So the heaviest amount of precipitation, the best chance of precipitation is going to stay south of Michigan. And again, for us in Michigan, we are looking at precipitation over that southern third of the lower peninsula. Over the weekend, we're looking at things finally clearing off. As I said, that low is going to be moving off into the mid-Atlantic states. And then we're going to see the beginning of a high pressure system that will be moving in and eventually take up residence just to the east and south of us. A weak high pressure system is already set up over the New England states, and those two working together are going to be our weather drivers for the next several days as we're looking for pretty much rain-free conditions. Temperatures moving well above average for this time of the year, a good 15 to 20 degrees warmer than where we should be this time of the year. All of that will be taking part next week. And even looking further beyond that, through the 19th of the month, we are going to be looking at temperatures above average for this time of the year. Precipitation pattern will pick up a little bit as we go into next weekend, but still, we're not going to see that much in the way of precipitation. Now, what are the chances of seeing severe weather? The chances are quite a bit greater now that we're going to see the disparity in temperatures, because not too far away from us, you go a few hundred miles to the west, you are going to be seeing temperatures that are a lot cooler. That dividing line, the loop of where the cold air is centered, which is in the central part, the north central part of the continental United States and then out west, is going to be below average on the temperatures. So that line is what's going to determine where the severe weather is. And right now, it looks like the best chance of any severe weather, not again next week, but the following week, is going to be just to the west of Michigan. So we'll keep our eye on that. Great opportunity to get quite a bit of work done, and many folks will be able to get work done. How we go about getting it done, that's a part of the conversation we're going to be having here during the farm program. A little bit later on, Stephanie Zelenko is going to be joining us from Agri Liquid, and we're going to be talking about making hay while the sun shines and a few other things as well. All of that coming up. We'll take a look at the markets and how the week finally is finishing off with Gary Kaufman at Star of the West. He comes along, but first, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Ed Raymond & Sons. Quality clothing and shoes since 1919. When you're talking Carhartts, Red Wing shoes, boots, accessories, Stormy Cromer accessories, you are talking Ed Raymond & Sons. 151 West Broad Street in Chesaning, and they're open 7 days. We say good morning to Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. Gary, for once, the headlines of turbulence anyway are centered in New York and not so much in Chicago, but we're still having our fair share, aren't we?
Oh, for sure, Terry. Just a normal day in the wheat arena, about a 40-cent range from high to low again today in the wheat. So, but wheat is the only thing on the positive, is trying to hold on to it. So it's been all over the place. A little pressure on the corn and beans on this Friday, but overall it's been a pretty good week for wheat. Since last Friday's close, Terry, we're up about 59 cents for the week and down about 27 on corn and 50 cents down on the beans for the week this week here. So
what does the wheat look like out in the fields that you're aware of?
Well, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, we still got some marginal wheat out there, don't get me wrong, Terry, but, wheat's been supported by poor crop conditions since we got the report out Monday afternoon. And then we continue not only to see it nearby here, but across the plains as well. But despite improving moisture conditions in that hard red winter region, pressure this week, the focus kind of shifted to the global weather threats that we've been getting towards the middle of the week here, Terry. Yesterday, we had hot, dry weather in India, which, they've had 5 consecutive years of record wheat production, and now are facing a lower output possibly, and they may curb some exports at a time when that country was expected to contribute significantly to fill the gap that was reduced by the Black Sea region due to the war in Ukraine. So that's being watched pretty close. Also, forecast for hot, dry weather in France after months of subpar rainfall is expected to curb their production, and they are the European Union's largest wheat producer. So those are some of the global things that's been going on in the wheat arena this week, and the results are, up 59 cents for the week so far.
I would imagine some planting pressure on the corn and on the soys. Yep.
There's, the weather forecast is pretty favorable now, so that's what's putting pressure on the corn and the beans this week. We both know, Terry, that we can put stuff in the ground in if we get the window of opportunity, they just get it planted. It seems like, we've been behind before, and if you look at the forecast, I think we're going to have that window of opportunity here in the next week or so.
I think so. So what do we have on the board right now?
Right now, let's call cash wheat up 4, puts the white at 1060, the red at 1010, new crop up 4 as well at 1070 on the white, 1020 on the red. Cash corn currently down 10 at 722. New crop is down 13 at 670. Cash soybeans down 9 at 1598, and new crop, let's call it, down 14 at 1413.
Got a funny feeling you're going to be working in the backyard this weekend.
I think you will be too, Terry.
And to your wife and all the ladies in your family, happy Mother's Day, all right?
Thank you, and you as well. Thank you.
You bet. Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. A little bit more as far as what the markets are doing. To Doug Klein from Oppenheimer we go. The market report brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline, where it is spring Ram commercial truck season going on right now. They are the Great Lakes Bay Area certified ag dealer. They've been around since 1852. So if you want to know anybody that knows trucks and vans any better, I got a funny feeling that you got to go doing some searching, because you can buy with confidence from a dealer where family and service sells cars. And as we said, they've been around a long time. Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth. And by the folks at Thumb Bank, serving the needs of farmers for well over 125 years. 2 locations in Bay City, also Cassidy, Caseville, Pigeon, and Bad Axe. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Doug Klein, I bet you're going to be happy when you leave the office this afternoon.
Like tomorrow, or in the next 5 minutes, maybe, huh?
Ooh, it's been a wild week again.
What a disappointing end to the week with the federal government and the Fed deciding that the stock market shouldn't go up this week. You know, it really is up to them what happens to our money, but just disappointing. But all I can do is read the numbers today. July corn, 787 1/4, down 10 1/4. The December corn is 724, down 14 1/2. The September of 23 corn is 672 1/4, down 11 1/4. July soybeans, 1634 3/4, down 12 1/4. The November soybeans, 1478 3/4, down 13. And November of 23 soybeans, 1399, down 14 1/2. The July wheat is 1114 1/4, up 7 3/4. December wheat 1117 1/2, down up 9 1/2, and July of 23 wheat is 1046, down 6 1/4. Crude oil up again 110.40, that's up $2.14. Heating oil is $4, let's call it 401, that's down 3.2 cents. Gasoline is 373 1/4, up 7.5 cents. Natural gas, $8.44 1/2. That's down 39 1/2 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar gets you 128.81 at the border. That's up 49 ticks. The yen, the dollar gets you 130.33 yen. That's up 20 ticks. The euro's at 105.78. That's up 38 ticks. The dollar's at 103.33. That's down 42 ticks. Gold is at 1888.10. That's up 12.40 an ounce. Silver's at 22.49, up 5 cents, and platinum's at 953.80, down $19.60.
You have a good one, all right?
We'll try to recover.
And make sure that your wife has a happy Mother's Day, okay?
Absolutely.
Got to do that. Talk to you on Monday, Doug.
Okay, we'll do.
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. When we return, Stephanie Zelenko will be joining us, but first, these notes.
Looking for a career where every day is different? Got a knack for working on farm equipment? We're looking to grow our team. Hudson Inc., your local John Deere dealer, is responsible for keeping farmers of America running. Honest, dependable, and self-reliant mechanical technicians is who we are looking for. Hudson provides continuing education, tool allowances, and benefits. If you're interested in becoming a part of the Hudson team, go online and search Hudson Inc. Careers for more information.
Mr. Farmer, does the cost of fertilizer have your head spinning? Maybe it's time to look for alternatives. Now's the time to see what Dairy Do can do for you. Dairy Do? Dairy Do offers compost blends made with chicken manure, gypsum, and several other natural ingredients that will bring health back into your fields. As a matter of fact, Dairy Do features a mix of compost blends, granulated fertilizers, and liquids that will help to restore nutrients and good biology to your soils. No matter if you're a conventional farmer or organic farmer, Dairy Do is for you. Dairy Do liquids like Kelpful and MCI Corn Starter will benefit your plants. The soil health experts at Morgan Composting have been helping farmers with their soil health for over over 25 years. Put that expert know-how to work for you. Don't let today's fertilizer costs get you down. Now you know the best option. Learn more by visiting DairyDew.com. Get your orders placed now for spring. Put Dairy Dew to work for you.
Healthy plants come from healthy soil. Healthy soil comes from Dairy Dew.
Along with me right now from AgriLiquid, I have Stephanie Zelenko on the line. Stephanie, nothing has really been going on too much. Boy, what a change. This weekend is going to be and next week. Are you ready for this?
I am ready. It's about time. This week was pretty slow. We did get some soybeans in around our research facility in Michigan this week, and I've seen a couple other planters in the field, but overall, not a whole lot of movement. But after this weekend, I think it's going to be a completely different story for next week.
Now, last week we talked a little bit about what should you do, corn or soybeans, what to put in. I'm still kind of curious. Has your attitude changed at all?
It has not. I still think we need to get soybeans in as early as we can, but we can still see those frosts coming, and the soil temperatures aren't completely warm, and so corn's probably going to have a bigger benefit to get in and out quicker, but don't delay. Those soybeans can go on right after that. So we're kind of at that point that, either one is a good option to get into the ground right away.
One thing is for sure, Saturday night, it is going to be cold. Right now at this stage of the game, my best guess is if you got frost on your back porch the other night, the chances are much better that you're going to get it again on Saturday night. I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as what the other night was, but still, there is that threat out there.
Right. And as long as there's that threat for frost, soybeans aren't going to recover. And so even if our soil temperatures warm up, beans can come out of the ground in a couple of days if it's warm. And if we get that cold snap, we're looking at a replant situation. So I'd rather be a little bit safe and stick with corn right here at the start.
Okay, let's talk real quick about the time to put fertilizer on.
Right. So planting is the best time to get your phosphorus, potassium out. So whether you did a dry broadcast last fall or something this spring, or looking at those in-furrow or planter applied products, that's the best option. One of the questions I always get, especially in years like this, where guys start feeling like they're getting behind, that they just want to plant. They don't want to waste time with slowing down to fill up for fertilizer and do those planter applications. And that is a legit concern. Speed and getting it in the ground when the weather's right is the number one priority, but you also need to have that fertility out there. And so if you choose to go ahead and, hold off on that planter application, make sure you're doing tissue tests and looking for in-season options, whether that's foliar or side dress or wide drop, to make sure you're still getting those necessary nutrients out there.
Very good. Stephanie, you have a nice weekend, okay?
Thank you. You too.
I will. We'll talk to you again. Stephanie Zelenko with AgriLiquid. Back with more.
The versatile Kubota B Series is a do-it-all tractor. Run powerful attachments that can be easily switched out. It features a hydrostatic transmission and is simple to maintain. The Kubota B Series. It makes the hard work look easy. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
See Kim Weiss at Lingle Equipment, 3001 Sawyer Drive along I-75 at the M81 Carroll exit just south of the Zilwaukee Bridge, Saginaw. Call Kim today at 989-754-7801 or email at k.weiss@lingle1.com.
Lots of things going on. We did have the opportunity to take a little bit at the latest fruit report, and we are seeing all indications that the fruit crop obviously has been held back quite a bit, which is really good news, considering that possibility that we might be running into some chilly temperatures here over the weekend. But obviously, as we move into the week next week, we are going to be looking at very rapid development of not only the apple, but also the cherry trees. Now, Michigan Tart cherry production was about 39% up last year from 2020. The farm level value of utilized production was right around $58 million. So it brings up a question or two to Chuck Cervinsky over at Maple Hill Nursery. Chuck, spring flowering shrubs, when's the best time to be pruning them?
You want to wait until after they're done blooming, or you may miss out on, the spring's beautiful display of the blossoms. And you're going to do it for several reasons. The shrub may have gotten too large for the area. Some of the branches could have been damaged over the winter, or the plant may be just older and it's become so thin that it might just need a good haircut. But it's always a good idea to remove anything dead and dying prior to new growth coming out, which is starting to happen now. So you've still got a little bit of time yet to get out and clean plants up.
And one thing about fertilizing trees and shrubs, a good time to do it?
Yeah, it's an excellent time right now to go ahead and fertilize trees and shrubs of any kind.
Okay. You have a great weekend, and to the family, a happy Mother's Day, okay?
Same to Sharon.
All right. Thanks, Chuck.
Okay. Yeah. Bye-bye.
We'll be back.
How do you make the most of your mow? Depends on who you ask. For Rodney, he does it with a versatile John Deere X350 lawn tractor because, as he puts it,
this lawn brings me such joy when I see it. It's a great place to do Tai Chi.
With features like one-touch mulch control and a comfortable operator station, Rodney steers his way to a job well done. Then he can work on his
mind, body, and well-being. This is my Zen time.
Plus, with his 42-inch Excel Deep mower deck that adjusts to a variety of heights, it's easy for Rodney to
see stripes. I am definitely a lines guy. I've been working on this for 18 years.
Rodney makes the most of his mow because his lawn is
a happy place.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your mow. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere.
Contact one of Tri-County Equipment's 11 locations in Bad Axe, Birch Run, Burton, Caro, Fenton, Lapeer, Marlette, Reese, Rochester Hills, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online at tricountyequipment.com.
Are you upset with your current planter performance? Are you considering buying a new planter but blown away from sticker shock? With Precision Planting's VSET, V-Drive, and Delta Force, we can retrofit your old planter to outperform any new planter on the market. Then access all your data from planting to harvest easily with Field View. Call PC Ag Solutions today and get your parts ordered, installed, and ready to go for the upcoming growing season. 989-868-4444. PC Ag Solutions. A lot of our nurseries, the greenhouses are ready to handle all of the inquiries and the purchases, whether it be the baskets or some of the flowers and some of the bushes and shrubs that Mom would really love. Again, the whole idea behind this is Saturday night. It is going to be chilly, so don't be too excited to put everything out. Bring it out on Sunday, and right now the long range looks pretty good. Back at 12:30 with an update.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios,